Hello everybody, thanks for joining us for this video tutorial. You should all have your kits that I've provided, and hopefully everything is in there that you need. What I'm going to do now is just talk you through the basics of obviously how to make this Christmas door wreath. Now what I've done is I've already mossed the frames for you. So if you get the foliage and your secateurs and then just start trimming off, you need a nice selection of foliage and sizes, nothing really bigger than your hand. If you look at that, sometimes the blue spruce can be rather long and a bit sproggly, but ideally something no bigger than your hand is ideal. But then you do need some smaller bits for the sides and the inside. And obviously then you've got the ivy, you've got the eucalyptus and the holly as well. And obviously if you've got some lovely things in your garden, please use those as well. Anything that just you want to use, it's just a lovely seasonal foliage, will be just ideal. Now if you get your reel wire and undo it, and then you can just turn the wreath over, and then just find the little copper bit. There'll always be a bit where the moss is a little bit thinner, and then you push the end of the reel wire through and then just tie it on, knot it round just so it's lovely and tight. And then this reel wire is what you're going to be using to hold the majority of the foliage. If you suddenly find at the end of it you've got a little bit of gap, don't panic, don't worry, because you can always just add some things in with a wire. Everyone should have plenty of wires in their packs, and I've put in a few different sizes as well. So as we get further on through the video, you'll see just how to use those different wires. So if you use two smaller bits to start, and then just pop one on the inside, one on the outside, and then find a nice sort of bit to go on the top. It's just to get you started off, get your reel wire in place, and make a start on your wreath. So wind it round, give it a good sort of couple of winds just to get it on there and start you off, and then keep it nice and tight so that everything stays in place. Then if it's on your door, you want it to look great from all rounds. So that's why we need to put some on the inside and on the outside, so that when you look on the side, it looks lovely and full. With those smaller bits, they just go against the side. But then with that first sort of larger bit, you want it on a bit of a diagonal, because that's what's going to make your wreath look really lush, really sumptuous and really full. So you need it on a bit of an angle so that it's obviously going to be a good size. Then secure that round with your reel wire, give it a good old tug, and then you're on your way. And as I said, don't worry about any gaps. That doesn't matter at all. Just try and get as much foliage on there to make it look really lovely and full. There's nice pieces of tree ivy that have got all the lovely seed heads on. Anything that just adds a lovely lush texture and different shades of green, just make your wreath look lovely. And I said, feel free, use anything from your garden. If you've got berries or other lovely winter foliages, use those as well. So I'm just putting things into little bunches, little clumps, and again, angling the ones on the top so that they go across the wreath a little bit more, but then obviously filling in those outside edges and those innards. Wrap the reel wire around a couple of times, and they should be good and firm. If your reel wire breaks, if you happen to pull a little bit too hard and your reel wire breaks, don't worry, not a problem. Just again, tuck in the end that's already broken off the wreath and start again. So just find another piece of the copper wire on the back, attach the reel wire on, and off you go again. It's not a problem, do not worry. If any of this is not so clear, or you're a little bit stuck at any time, please just send me a message or give me a call, and I'm only at the end of the phone or end of a chat to give you a hand. It's not a problem. Normally at this time of year the workshops are in full flow and it's just fabulous, and everybody's getting ideas from everyone else, but sadly this year we've got to do it on virtual, but hopefully we'll be back up and running and opening our doors to everybody as usual. Now with the eucalyptus, I've used a certain type of eucalyptus that I just happen to have in stock. But in your packs, there are different types of eucalyptus. So there is a populus that you will have as well. But as I said, it's all that lovely silvery grey foliage. There's the populus, that has the lovely sort of berries on as well. So again, use that, break it down into nice little bunches, and it'll add a lovely silvery grey texture to your wreath. Beware with the holly, needless to say. It's great for Christmas, but does play havoc on your hands.